When 44-year-old Ian Pratt was diagnosed with motor neurone disease, his thoughts instantly turned to his young daughter. Concerned his 3-year-old Georgiana may grow up without the guiding hand of her father, Ian began recording videos, offering wise words on topics from money to boys. Well, Ian joins us now from his home in Barnsley. Ian, thank you so much for joining us. Where did the idea for the videos come from?
It came from a friend of mine that was diagnosed with MND at Christmas in Australia, and it just seemed that with my ability to write disappearing and ability to type, a video seemed the most logical option left.
And what's it? Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say it was Scott Sullivan, a friend of mine that was originally diagnosed with MND, and he sort of put the idea in my mind to do something about it. So. That's where it came from.
We're just looking at shots of you and Georgiana at the moment when she was much younger. Do you remember your thoughts when she was born?
Oh, I was just overwhelmed. She was just the most amazing little girl when she came to us. And I just couldn't believe that we had a little girl, because we had no idea what we were having. I was just overwhelmed that we had a girl. I wanted a little girl. It was just fabulous.
And how have you been able to interact with Georgiana since you've been diagnosed?
Well, since I've been diagnosed, obviously it's changed a lot, because I can't pick her up anymore. I can't cuddle her. As in, I can't lift her up to cuddle her. If she falls over, someone else has to pick her up and put her on my lap. But we tend to sit on the lounge a lot, and she comes and cuddles up with me. So, you know, we make the most of what we've got.
When you've been composing these films for Georgiana, giving her advice, how have you been able to remain composed, actually? How have you been able to suppress that emotion so that you can impart your knowledge to her?
It's quite, I think it comes with the jobs that I've done in the past. Being a project manager, you can distance yourself from the role that you're doing and your personal life, and I think I sort of tend to go into that mode and just think that it's more of a job to do. It's not a job, but it's just a task to do, and so I can remove the emotion that way.
Have you explained anything to her at the moment about what's to come? Does she know anything at all?
No, we've not had that conversation. But you know, as a 3-year-old, she grows up with it. Daddy's in a wheelchair. She sees that. You know, it's part of her growing experience. She knows no different. This is what our life is. So it's not like she had something to compare it to.
And what advice will you be leaving her on boys? Because that's going to figure in her life probably later on.
Well,
what's been the advice?
I mean, it's a tough one, but it's just a conversation about, you know, picking who she wants to be with, if she wants to be with boys. Well, you know, I don't know. It's just sort of a conversation that you would have with her daughter about experiencing life, having fun, doing lots of things, travelling the world, and then, you know, when the right person comes along, you know about it. So don't sort of be in any hurry.
So a series of loving conversations to a daughter. Ian, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Let's see